Hi everyone, it's Natalie, and this is the video I told you I would make about my tapestries. I guess I'm going to call them tapestries because my mom and dad just got back from a vacation and they went to go see the Bayeux tapestries in France. And they're not actually woven, they are hand embroidered, as is this piece. So as you can see, the center has a mandala, a very, very big mandala. And coming off of the mandala and going into the mandala, there are things from every possible direction. So first of all, I'm going to say the substrate here, like this, the black background is it's a remnant that I got from probably Joann Fabrics or someplace like that. It is wool, so and it's woven wool, so it's not felt. It's like a wool fabric, and so it's also very pleasant to stitch on because if you've ever done any embroidery on something like wool, it's just delightful. You know, the texture when the thread goes in and out is just, it's delicious. So yeah, the fabrics here that are on it are a combination. This particular piece, I believe, was either, I want to say maybe it was grapes or blueberries that I used to like make a little bit of like a fabric dye or a wash. This one is silk, and it was rusted with tea. And tea always gives rust that kind of lovely kind of gray blue color and feel to it. This is also a piece of like silk organza, I believe, and I had used sumi ink on it. This is an eco print here on some cotton muslin of Japanese honeysuckle, which some of you probably know already. It's an invasive species. This one's a tea bag, again, sumi ink and stitch. So basically what we're looking at is a collection of fabrics that have been rusted. The pink, anywhere you see a pink tone, believe it or not, that's from avocado skins and pits. So I use a lot of like natural things in my stitch work. And when I make the books that I do, so quick pan out here, trying not to make everybody sick, but we'll do a quick like zoom over here. I've been going through a bunch of my books and things, and these are the eco prints that I'm talking about. So that kind of, I'm not sure how well the pink is coming across in this light, but it's decidedly pink, kind of like a dusky rose pink color. And that is from Avocado Skins and Pits. How pink it gets and whether it comes out more like a salmon color depends on how much iron oxide you use, or rust, you use in the dye wash. So as I went to do all of those, I had all of this thread left over. I experimented with cloth in the making of those books, and decided to use the dyed thread to make stuff. And this was made over the course of about a year. So the title of it, it's part of a series because I'm making a few of them. It's called Mapping the Mandala. And this particular one is about our interconnectedness. Because at this stage, pretty much anywhere you would choose on this piece, you would find that it will lead you back to the center. And I believe it was Carl Jung who said that, well, essentially that as he worked with mandalas, that everything led back to a center core of self. And so that everything we do is perambulating around a center. And that center that it perambulates around is the core of our being and of who we are. And, you know, this was a piece that I stitched in faculty meetings, family gatherings. I worked on it, you know, in social environments for probably the better part of a year and a half, off and on. And what I found was that, you know, through listening to arguments, through listening to diatribes, ideas, dialogues, silliness, you know, the things that we do when we're in groups and with people, especially where there's some kind of discussion going on, everything ultimately comes back to a shared core, you know, a fundamental shared essence of who we are as human beings through our interactions with one another. And it was just another way of understanding that truth that I continue to come back to and understand from different places and perspectives in my work, that we really just share more, and we are more interconnected through this weird belief that we have that we're individual than we are actually individual, you know, so that even the things that seem very, very far away from the center, you know, follow the stitches, they'll pick up someplace and lead you right back to the center and somehow into perambulating around it. Yeah. And of course, there are like little found objects and things that are in there, safety pins, a key, like kind of a fake, like tiny little skeleton key, shell button, another safety pin. What else do I have? I have a couple more buttons and safety pins and things. Yeah. So there we have it. There we have it. So this one just got entered into a show about stories of importance. No word yet as to whether or not it made it. I'll hear back at some point. And honestly, when I enter group shows, usually I enter them mostly as a practice, just to keep, my toes dipped in. So really, whether it makes it in or doesn't make it in is immaterial. It's really just about sharing the work. So yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for watching.